Shields, or heraldry if you want to get poncy about it, were originally used as a way of representing the ruling family of a state, but occasionally they'd end up representing the entire country as a whole. Since there's so many potential designs and rules that govern heraldry, this section will give you a simplified overview of the whole thing. As with the flags, colours first. In heraldry, they're divided into several groups, and each colour has a French name for some reason. The only real rule of heraldry is that you can't put two colours from the same group next to each other on the shield. The main reason for this was to ensure that you could easily identify who was who on the battlefield. Only one country ever got away with breaking these rules, and that was the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem. So unless you're intentionally saying your new country is equal in historic and cultural value to Jerusalem, in which case it would need to be at least 48,000 years old and be a holy site for at least 3 religions, stick to the rules. Metals and colours are the traditional colours to use, but there's nothing stopping you from using the other ones. However, be aware that stains indicated the owner of the shield had screwed up in some way, so putting those colours on your shield could give people, or at least heraldry super nerds, the wrong idea about what your state is. Anywho, the next step is figuring out what you want on your shield. Sorting out the overall layout is easy. Either it's plain, or it's a geometric pattern of some sort, a random stripe, or a cross, or some shape that's a different colour and serves to divide part of the shield up. After that, it's just a matter of putting the right symbols, objects and animals on it. Nowadays, there's little stopping you from putting whatever you want on your shield, but if you want it to look more historic, you should stick with the classics: wild beasts, mythical creatures, crosses, and other geometric shapes. If you're stuck, just steal a design from one of the states of the Holy Roman Empire and change the colours slightly. So if everything's gone well so far, you should have an image that accurately represents your state. In other words, it looks cool and it makes people think of you. Be sure not to be too deep and meaningful. Many states that achieve independence hold shield designing contests way too soon and ignore all this in favour of focusing on symbols allegedly representing unity or freedom or some other sentimental rubbish. Some don't even use shields, instead they use a national emblem or a fancified image of their flag. Fun in that. Anyway, after that, the last thing to do is come up with the stuff that gets added to your shield for whenever it's used for official state purposes, such as supporters, the animals on either side of the shield, and the state motto. Both of these are easy enough to design. Just use your favourite animal for the supporters, or lions if you're stuck, and find something cool in Latin to be the state motto.